throughout my 20s, I'm just trying to acquire all the time, you know, acquire possessions and status, you know, that sort of thing. Fame, yeah, all the material things really, just trying to acquire as much as I can, and nothing seems to satisfy. So there's always a feeling that something's missing all the time, you know, constantly. And even my wife and my son are part of that, you know, like as much as I love my son dearly and I love my wife, even though we're not together anymore, they were part of the whole attaining things, you know, getting more things. This will sort me out. This will make me better. This will satisfy me, you know, and even that doesn't quite do it, you know. And the love I've got for my son is deeper than anything else. It doesn't completely satisfy whatever this is that you feel is missing, you know. So after seeing a few different therapists and not really feeling that was the answer for me, I came across a group in which people discuss things, how they're feeling about their lives, openly and very honestly and in a deep way. It's invaluable, I would say, to discuss with other people how you're feeling in an honest way, without being on surface level all the time, which we are a lot of the time, I think. So as part of that group, I was introduced to Eckhart Tolle's work again, and this time it really chimed. I totally related to the first chapter, in which he's talking about having two selves, the voice in the head, and being completely identified with that voice and all the thoughts, a lot of it negative, the stories, the narrations, the judgments on other people. I mean, that's exactly what I was living like. The voice in my head was extremely judgmental towards others, you know. It's just an awful way to live, you know, to be constantly judging. And I think it's a way of putting the crap on someone else's doorstep, you know. The things that you dislike about yourself, you really judge others for, you know, so it's a reflection of yourself, isn't it? When you get that first separation from all of that narration and noise and judgment, and you're able to watch it, at first you keep slipping back into it all of the time, you know, and you've got to just, for me, I had to just keep reminding myself to come back and observe all of that. And it's really hard. It's nice that you're not judging people all the time. It's nice that you're not so tuned into your negative voice about yourself, about others, that you can realise that it's not to be taken seriously, and most of your thoughts aren't. Most of the thoughts that come in your head are, it's just mumbo jumbo. So the biggest thing after realising that there's a way to observe all these thoughts and not to take them seriously was definitely about present moment. I wasn't spending any time in the present moment before. Eckhart Tolle and his teachings can give you that experience. He's not telling you just to believe in something. He's telling you, try this out. You've lived in a certain way for all this time. Now just try this way, you know, and try and come into the present moment. It's so powerful. Like, it's really powerful. I've spent all my time in future and past. Pretty much, you know. Like, everyone gets the odd glimpse, don't they, of the present moment, even if you don't know anything about this type of teaching. But it's the place where there is no judgment, really. There's nothing bad, really. It's what we say about it. It's what the mind says about the present moment, which is always based in future and past. that makes it feel uncomfortable or makes it feel bad or negative or makes you want to run away from it, you know. So it's a huge part of it. It's probably the main part of the teaching, isn't it? Coming into the present moment. Because we spend so much time in the past and in the future and trying to attain. Things will be all right when, you know. My life will be better when, I'll be happy when. And that's a never ending. You'll never get there. So the only way to get there is to give up that idea and come into this moment. Making the present moment your primary concern. This is the primary thing. And then you can make plans from there, but not just be consumed with thoughts of the future. You know, I'm quite a skeptical person, you know. So like, it was essential for me to be able to try what this guy was saying and to realise, oh yeah, everything is all right when you just stop thinking about it, you know. So Eckhart's work and teachings on the pain body, they did resonate a lot with me. The way I understand it is that there's dormant energy or pain within every body, and when that's triggered, it comes out, and we all go through this. Usually it's a relative, isn't it, or a partner. It's usually a close relationship, and you're constantly triggering each other's pain bodies. And this pain will be something to do with your past, usually when you're a child, or you know, as an adult, you've been through certain things, and it's kind of like stored up inside, and it just takes a trigger from someone else for it all to come out. It's like an entity that's beyond your control, and I certainly relate to it because I was triggered all the time up until a few years ago, and particularly in my 20s, and particularly in close relationships. It was very easily triggered. Trying to wake up, it's a hard path, I think, but I think it's totally worth it. And I don't think you've got a choice, really. You know, I think you can either be ignorant of it for most of your life, or maybe all of your life, and that's fine. Or you're one of those people who there's always something nagging, and then you have to let it through, you know. You have to discover it, let it come out, and go down that path. Otherwise, you'll just have that hum of dissatisfaction and question your life all the time, you know, and question what's the meaning of this. It won't go away. So you either discover it and meet it, or you're just going to have probably a fairly miserable time, I think, you know. I definitely feel more connected. I think in this, connected to the present moment, disconnected from thought, and more connected with other people.